Do this shit until they murder me.
Hello everyone, my name is Xenozach, and welcome to my World of Tanks console YouTube channel. Here is the logo that you will most likely be seeing in majority of the videos, and if you do see it pop up, always hit a like and subscribe, as everything you will see is mostly and majority of the time going to be World of Tanks console content. So, if you're wondering what is some of the accomplishments I've uncovered into the game, majority of the achievements have been unlocked except the 2 Bombardier, and I believe the last one is... No, actually I think that is my last achievement to go to, Bombardier Medal, and currently I hold the 4 years of service, meaning I have been playing since the beta and release of World of Tanks on console, back on the 360 when it was first introduced. I hold the 4 years of service emblem, and hopefully that puts me on the ranks with some of the veterans and at least gives me some edge in deciding whether or not you guys think I am more than qualified to be able to give you guys any of my input on the content that I produce. I have officially become one of the community contributors for Wargaming. Now, if you guys are new to the channel or new to the phrase community contributor, that basically means I collaborate and support members of the Wargaming online community with their streaming channels in efforts to help them generate independent, honest, and transparent videos from the community's perspective for the community of tankers. Hopefully you guys are enjoying anything that the fellow community contributors are pointing out. If you look to the right of the channel, you will see the related channels on the side. Majority of the guys that are on there are actually World of Tanks console community contributors and only console community contributors. I may have missed a few. If that is the case, please feel free to point it out and I'll get them added on that side so you guys can also subscribe to them and help support the console community even further. Community replays are something I'm very getting start on. Fairly new to my channel, as you will see there's only a few of those in there. If you feel free if you ever want to submit to those, just head on over to the About and be able to submit your own to that. If you have a replay that you would like to see featured on the channel with some commentary, feel free to send them over and let me know with a short description what your replay is about to make it easier for myself to go through. Please always feel free to send them in, and don't fret if it doesn't pop up fast enough, as I do want to make sure it's done properly enough for you guys to submit them to feel that it was a good job as well as an enjoyable ride and content for the community to enjoy. World of Tanks console premium tank reviews. Now, World of Tanks console has a plethora of tank, and one thing that the community as well as the developers have always tried to point out is that we have quite a lot of tanks. And these tanks, although they have made some appearances on PC, do carry different premium or different statistics that translate from PC to console. Now that might be more balanced, some might be nerfed in your cases. If that is the case, all my tank reviews cover all console stats as well as some in-depth details that you guys might want to know. And if you ever feel like you don't, there's always a timestamp located on those tank reviews. Some of the newer ones have that. The older ones I'll have to go back through. That you can always go back, go through the tank reviews, timestamps, and be able to jump to whatever desired clip that you want to see, whether that be the gameplay, the tank comparison sheet, my thoughts, or just a quick run through. All that you can find in those tank reviews. Moving on, we're going to go into some World of Tanks console exclusive tanks. Now, this is something I always like pointing out to any PC player that ever joins my streams. Always feel free to point out some of the console exclusive tanks to any PC player. Some hero skins aren't included due to them having a normal premium counterpart on PC and FL. Including them doesn't meet the required console exclusive description. So if you see one of those pop up and feel like I put something or mistakenly misidentified a tank, please feel free to put that down in the comments and let me know. However, these are just a few that we're about to go through. Feel free to point them out. If you can name them all, just let me know, and maybe you can win yourself a few days of premium time. However, you have to be one of the first few that do so. World of Tanks console monthly overviews. One of the things you can expect from my channel is World of Tanks console monthly overviews that are pretty much a monthly channel, monthly update on the playlist. Every month, the console devs release their monthly overviews and what's in store for us throughout the month. Tune into the channel to see what's in store as I walk you through what's to come and give you some insight if I'm able to on any events in place. Still puzzled by the events? Then feel free to leave a comment and I'll get to it as soon as I'm able to and answer any questions that you guys might have that haven't been addressed in the monthly overview. Some other playlists that are located on the channel is some random conversations. These happen quite often than I'd like to admit, but there's always some conversations that just need to be heard. Short, sweet, and to the point. At least that was the plan when this playlist was initially started. KV2 Madness is, if you're a streamer or a YouTuber, there's always one tank that has to be included. Sure enough, it needs its own playlist, and the KV2 speaks for itself every time. World of Tanks console team play will be the final playlist. If you've got teamwork down and want to strut with your buddies, then this is your playlist to show off with your friends. Highlights of Platoon games will be here. At the moment, currently, most of the replays in that are pretty much of my own past replays with my platoon mates or clan mates that I've done previously that I felt like putting in there. They are fairly old, so keep that in mind when you put your judging eyes on them. As always, whether you're a passing viewer, a subscriber, or just a dedicated player, I appreciate the opportunity to show you my content. I try to improve the life of the channel as much as I am able to, and I hope that does come across. If you have any content requests, then let me know down in the comments of a similar series, or feel free to message me and let me know. Without you, the viewer, I can't tell where to take the channel, so your input is always welcomed. I'm here to give you guys the content that you need, so let's grow the channel together as a community of tankers, and I'll see you on the battlefield, commanders. As always, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Hey, there's no way without you.